Welcome God of War fans! My name is Shayne Static, and in this God of War theory, I will be discussing Mimir is not Mimir. Please leave a like if you did enjoy your time here, and think about subscribing. I'm pretty close to my first goal of 1,000 subs, and I would really appreciate your support. And so you don't miss out on any future God of War content. Here we go. Mimir, our little sarcastic severed head, and one of my favorite characters that was introduced in God of War back in 2018. What would we do with all that time in the boat and without the constant backstory about Norse lore? But what if Mimir isn't who he says he is? What if he is someone else entirely? Stay tuned in, because this one is going to take a turn. This video was actually inspired by Tupac. I knew he was still alive. Tupac left a comment on one of my videos explaining his theory on Mimir, and personally, I think it's awesome, so let's dive right into it. So during our playthroughs of God of War, we learned of the meeting between the Aesir, the Vanir, and the Giants. Well, at least if you've played the game. And if you haven't, please do as soon as you can. It's incredible. Okay, back to the video. Tyr brought all three groups together in Jotunheim because he was tired of the constant bloodshed between them all. And of course, who else is there to represent the Aesir? Yep, it's Odin. Odin has arrived to quote-unquote make peace, but what he is really after are the giants' prophecies of the future. So during the meeting, or after it, Odin slips away from the rest to find where they hide the prophecies. And he does. But he is soon found out and banished from Jotunheim. From what I have gathered, he did not find very much information, but he did find one piece that was imperative for Odin for stopping Ragnarok. He found the prophecy that contains Atreus, Kratos, and their journey to Jotunheim, and potentially that they cause Ragnarok. Odin cannot have this happen. He will do anything to stop it, and he makes an obscene plan. And it worked. Stay tuned, this is about to get good. Odin knows that Atreus and Kratos need to be stopped so Ragnarok does not happen. So he comes up with the following plan. He is going to control Atreus and Kratos from the inside. He is going to disguise himself as Mimir. Yes, I know, but hang in there, it all comes together. Odin went to the mountaintop where he had imprisoned Mimir. He took the real Mimir and imprisoned him back in Asgard and took his place attached to the tree. When we come across Baldur, Magni, and Modi talking to Mimir in our playthroughs, it is actually Odin. And he has told Baldur, Magni, and Modi exactly what to say, so that it would be believable, because Odin knows where Kratos and Atreus is. Odin is so good of a deceiver that he convinces Kratos and Atreus that he is Mimir. Knowing who Kratos and Atreus have been talking to, aka Freya, he knows that she will resurrect his severed head to appease Atreus, and potentially help out Kratos. This also explains why Mimir says, "This is between you and the boy," when Kratos and Atreus cross into Jotunheim. He couldn't pass into Jotunheim because he was magically banished from the realm. But Shayne, how did Odin know where Kratos and Atreus is? And how does Freya not recognize him? Well, I'm going to answer that for you. Stay tuned. Odin knew where Kratos and Atreus was at all times because he is the Allfather. He knows everything, right? And he also seems to have an army of ravens watching our every move. That's how Odin knows, because of his ravens. In Norse mythology, Odin typically associated with only two ravens, Hugin and Munin, but in God of War, he could have many. And to answer for how Freya didn't recognize him as Mimir, because his magic has grown astronomically since he has banished Freya to Midgard, and he was the one to banish her, so he's got pretty good at it. She was the one to teach him the magic to begin with, and over the time he has become this great power. So this is how he could conceal himself from even Freya, even though he's using the same Vanir magic. He potentially has fooled us all. So what do you think of this theory? Do you agree with it, or is it way off? Or do you have a theory all of your own? Leave it in the comments down below, and let's discuss it. My name is Shayne Static. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.